Welcome back. You're still tuned in to News and Views with myself, Salailo Makwidiri. The time is 9:45 Central African time, and we'll now be switching gears to India, a country that claims to be the world's largest democracy. Freedom of expression seems to be on a dangerous decline in India. This especially when it comes to Palestine. In the small northern Indian town of Narauli, 7 Muslim men were arrested for distributing posters calling for a boycott of Israeli products and expressing solidarity with the people of Gaza. The posters, some of which likened supporting Israeli goods to consuming pork or alcohol, were deemed inflammatory by authorities. This comes as India continues to deepen its ties with Israel while simultaneously clamping down on expressions of support for Palestinians. And joining us now is Anise Rahman, General Secretary of the Students Islamic Organization of India, a group that has been vocal in its condemnation of Israel's actions and also its unwavering support for Palestinian cause. We'll be discussing the arrests, the Indian state's response, and what this ultimately means for freedom of speech, religious expression, and solidarity movements in India today, particularly those that are in solidarity with Palestine. Anise, thank you so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate you giving us your time, and welcome to Salam Media.
Yeah, you're welcome. And also, I would like to express my gratitude towards Salam Media for hosting us today with you. And Jazakumullah khairan for this opportunity.
No, the pleasure is all ours. I think we can just get into the cracks of the story. If you can just paint a picture for our listeners on what exactly happened in Naroli, and what led ultimately to the arrest of these 7 individuals.
Actually, all over India, there is a constant movement is going on against the ongoing Israeli genocide on Gaza. So all Indians are vocal against this inhuman genocide conducted by Israel apartheid state. So there are a large movement and large voices are spoken against Israel. As part of this movement and the Israeli genocidal movement, there has been so many series of protest gatherings, series of boycott gatherings, or boycott campaigns are happening in the country. So we can see if you go through the social media accounts in India, we can see that the many people are organizing this kind of campaigns, boycott campaigns, solidarity gatherings, anti-Israeli protest gatherings, etc. in India. So, as part of these campaigns, especially after the Yom Al Qudus, the campaigns has got a momentum. So, as part of these campaigns, the 7 people, there are so many youth involved in these campaigns, especially in Muslim concentrated area. So they were conducting a poster campaign. So they were conducting a poster campaign, and they have pasted the posters in walls, nearby shops, etc., stating that Israeli products or the products that enable the genocide in Israel, the genocide conducted by Israel. So there has to be a stop for this, and they also called for a boycott campaign. After that, the Sambal police, Sambal is a district in Uttar Pradesh, which is infamous for these type of police actions. Sambal is an infamous district oppressing the voice of expressions. Days before, there was an incident in Sambal that when where there was a protest wearing the black badges, the police booked the youth. And also, these kind of activities are happening in Uttar Pradesh, in all over India, where the voice for Palestine is being oppressed. In this specific case, 7 Muslims have been arrested, and Alhamdulillah, they have been released on bail recently. As of now, they are not in custody, they are not in jail, they have been released.
Mm, mm. Do we know
That is
what
a picture as of now.
do we know what exactly have they been charged with? What are the charges?
Yeah, actually, we are as of now we are not that much aware of the charges. In a news report, I have read that the BNS Bharati Nyaya Samhita, which is the new penal code recently implemented, which is equivalent to Indian Penal Code, which was in which was replaced by Bharati Nyaya Samhita. The section 126 has been evoked, but that is a just a news report. We were trying to get a copy of FIR, first investigation report, but unfortunately we are unable to get the copy. The charges as of now it is unclear to me, but it is unfortunate that these things happening in India, especially the voice for Palestine. Normally, India is historically India has stood for Palestine voice, the freedom of Palestine. But unfortunately, recent days, especially after the Tufan al-Aqsa, the moments after Tufan al-Aqsa, we can see the Indian government is trying to oppress the voice of Palestine solidarity voices. Last year, SU has organized a solidarity protest gathering in Jantar Mandir, which is a spot in New Delhi, the capital of India. The national president of SU, the then national president of SU, Brother Ramesh, has been detained by the Delhi police for staging this protest. So there is a change in India's stand in terms of expressing solidarity with Palestine. So there is a drastic change or shift in uh, India's stand in Palestine issue, we can say.
And I suppose this can be attributed to India's growing relationship with Israel. Do you believe pro-Israel foreign policy is, also one of the reasons why there's this newfound suppression of domestic speech and the support of Palestine as a whole?
Yes, of course. I think there is, as you stated, this could be a reason for this suppression or against the voices for Palestine. Recently, India is actually there is we can see an irony in India's stand in this Palestine issue. In one hand, they are supporting the Palestine voice. They are vocally the Indian government or Indian Prime Minister or Indian diplomats are voicing for Palestine. At the same time, they have no shame. There is no shame for them to strengthen the ties, strengthen the diplomatic ties with Israel. So, as you said, this pro-Palestinian diplomatic policy, the pro-Palestine, pro-Israel diplomatic policy could be one of the reasons for suppressing these pro-Palestinian voices.
Mm, mm. Has the issue of the freedom of speech, the freedom of expression, always been an issue in India, or is it just a newfound thing because of Palestine and the growing support of Palestine on the ground? Is it concentrated solely to Palestinian solidarity, or is it just general?
Yeah, it is general. It is general actually. For past several years, been very clearly to be very specific. After the Narendra Modi, the now the president of the Prime Minister of India, when he came into power in 2014. After his consecutive governments, there has been a decline in this scenario, specifically in terms of freedom of expression, freedom of speech. It is very India is very popular for its democratic stance, especially in terms of freedom of speech and expression. But after 2014, the scenario is very different. It is not only in the case of Palestine or pro-Palestinian issues, but in general, there has been several instances where the voices has been oppressed, where the voices have been suppressed.
Mm, mm, mm. How is the SIO and other, similar organizations navigate this increasingly hostile environment, especially when it comes to expressing support for Palestine?
Actually, apart from all these challenges, SEO and other organizations who are vocal against injustices, they are very strongly on ground to raise their voices. Apart from all these challenges, SEO is very determined to SEO. We are very determined to raise our voice against all these injustices. You can see SEO is very active in all these pro-Palestine rallies. Soon after the Tufan al-Aqsa event, which happened on October 7, the SEO staged a huge rally in Calicut, which is the first rally happened in support with Palestine after the Tufan al-Aqsa. Within 2 or 3 days, SEO Kerala State Committee has organized a massive rally in Calicut town. After that, SEO has organized a massive rally, participated the thousands from the public, not only our cadres and activists. Not apart from our cadre, apart from our members, the general public have hugely participated in the rally conducted by SEO in Aurangabad, the state of Maharashtra. And also there are in Hyderabad, in Kolkata, in many towns all around, all over India, SEO and other organizations, the like-minded organizations, have been actively organizing these pro-Palestinian rallies against the injustice occurred by Israel all over the India, in spite of all these challenges. We are very determined to be we are very determined to raise our voice against this injustice. So apart from all these challenges, there has been many attempts to there have been many attempts by the government to suppress this voice, but alhamdulillah, in spite of this, in spite of all these challenges, we are very determined for the people of Palestine.
Mm, mm, mm. And just in closing, in your view, what does this situation reveal about the global cost of supporting Palestine today? And what's the latest regarding the case of the 7 that have been arrested? What's the way forward? Is there a court case? A court date that has been mentioned? You mentioned that they're out on bail now. What's the next step? What's going to be happening from now onwards?
In that particular case, our legal team, our parent organization, Jamaat Islami Hind, has a legal wing named as APCR, Association for Protection for Civil Rights. Their individuals, their office bearers, keenly observing the case. So whenever this type of activities or whenever this type of problem occurs, our legal wing, our legal support system is very actively involving this. They're keenly following up these cases, and whenever the problem occurs, whenever the so what to say, our legal team or our legal wing is very actively engaging in all these issues, and we are ready to lead. We are ready to lead this fight legally in our courts. So I think in this particular case, there is no serious charges has been evoked. So there will be no that much issue in this case as far as I know.
All right. Anise, thank you so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate you giving us your time. And I'm sure as there are more developments in this case, we'll definitely be reaching out to you just to get the latest.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. There you go. Anise Rahman coming to us live from Delhi out in India, where, well, essentially supporting Palestine and the plight of the Palestinian people has become a crime in India. And yeah, we'll be hearing the latest when it comes to those 7 individuals that have been arrested. If there's a court case, if they're charged with anything really, except, freedom of expression, freedom of association, solidarity with Palestine, people who are being genocided against. This comes from the world's largest democracy, which is India, funny enough. Interesting. We've come to the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been another interesting and insightful one. We'll be with you again tomorrow for the Thursday edition of News and Views. But I'm not leaving you like that. I'm leaving you with our hashtag Fired Up segment. This is with Hafez Imran Chunar, the CEO of Africa Muslims Agency. And today's topic is raise your level of commitment beyond what people consider average. I'm sure it's going to be an interesting listen. But for myself, Salailo, and the rest of the team, it's Sharp Sharp. We'll see you again tomorrow.